Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp, but welcome back to another Building Toronto video. Today we're going to be showcasing basically what I've done since the last video, along with mundane glue. We've done a good amount of work. Again, not really enough to showcase the history. I wanted to talk about the TD Center. I've said this a few times now. I want to talk about the TD Center when the entire entire complex is done. We have two more to build. We're slowly making our way through these buildings. The problem with them is that there's a lot of kind of space between them that we need to sort of figure out. And the problem in this city, what we're finding, isn't actually the buildings. It's not the skyscrapers that are taking a long time. It's the stuff between them. So like this kind of stuff here, these trees, this kind of area, because I don't want to sell that stuff short, because that's the kind of stuff that really makes this project really special, is these small details that you can't really do if you're building it on a smaller scale. If you're doing a 2-to-1 scale or something, if you're doing a 1-to-1 scale, these little things like the street lights, the streetcar tracks, the lanes, all that kind of stuff, that can be done. And so I don't want to sell the project short and kind of skip over those things. But that being said, last video you saw this area. You saw the parking garage was being worked on. We've done it up to here. The interior of the parking garage still has to be done. I don't really know if we're going to do it, to be completely honest, but that's done. This is actually a road. Can't remember the name of it, but it's a street. So this part of the street's been done up to here, going to the back of the TD Center South Tower. Pretty kind of cool area here that I found. We haven't really done something like this on one of these skyscrapers yet, and that is the sort of docking area. So you can see here we got three kind of docks. This is the same as how it is on the actual building. Then we got a truck unloading. Another cool thing about this build is the green areas outside, and this TD Center as a whole has a lot of green area, which you're going to see probably on the next build. Maybe hopefully by the next build we'll have both of the last two buildings done. But there's a lot of green space. There's actually a lot of trees, which is pretty unique compared to other buildings in the area. So you're seeing there's a lot of green space, a lot of green area. And then here's the build itself. This build is obviously shorter than the tallest one. I don't want to go into too much detail about, again, when it was built and the architect and that kind of stuff. We will talk about that when we build everything. But you can see it's very similar to the other builds that we've done. We're able to actually copy the design, because the design of the build is the exact same, just the heights are different, and the base of the building is a little bit different. So this one's, I think, the thinnest of all the buildings. It's very small. I'll give you a look inside. We're starting to decorate the buildings with artwork built by or painted by our players, which is kind of cool. This is the wrong one. So we'll go up. We'll just go up one floor so you can see the offices. Let me empty out this hand so I don't keep placing stuff. So you can see there's little like storage closets and that kind of stuff, and there's little offices with computers and all that kind of good stuff that you've come to expect from these builds. Mundane Glue does a very good job of the interiors, except for the fact that there's no floor there. We'll fix that. And this is the wrong side anyways. So we'll go up to the very top floor, and we'll get a look out of there. So the next video after this one is going to be probably Rocket League, and then after that we're going to return to Minecraft, obviously. The next Building Toronto video, I think I might do some actual building in it, unless the TD Center is done. If the TD Center is completely done, then we're going to showcase the TD Center. But give you guys a view. So this is from the top, I believe. Let me make sure. No. Interesting. I don't know what happened here. It has no destination. What's... This sign is blank. Is that sign also blank? Oh, that's a problem. Okay, well, that'll be fixed. We will just fly up to the top to get the view from the top of the building. As we make our way up the elevator. Maybe put in some elevator music. Okay, so that's gravel, gravel, gravel. There you go. So this is the top floor with windows. So you can look out, pretty decent view. Obviously it is going to be obstructed by buildings, and I think every single part of it. This one's got a good view from this side. Good view of Wellington, and you get a little bit of the Brookfield Place as well as Commerce Court, but nothing too crazy from the view. I think you'll probably be unobstructed on this side of the lake. Obviously, because of the glass on this building is one back, it's hard to get a good view of the ledge. But Yeah, you should probably be able to see that. I don't think, I'm trying to think about it now. I don't think there is anything obstructing that view. So once you build south and build to the lake, you should be able to see probably the rail corridor, everything south of it, the condos for sure, and if not the lake, then everything towards the lake. But another good build, and something that I thought was pretty cool. Do I still have an elytra? No. Let's just do this. Something that I found, I think it is 401. Yes, good. Something I thought was pretty cool to do is if you do this, you get a view of kind of the whole city. And you can kind of see how the place has really developed and how we're starting to get, as I want to load in the rest of it, obviously. Here, we'll fly around and load in the rest. It's the daytime. That's okay. So there we go. Everything's loaded in. So you can see we're starting to get an actual kind of feel of a city here. And every kind of building I add, I start to feel more and more like we're really making progress on this place. Like when we started off, it was just this one building. Like it was just this one sort of thing. And so what I'm probably going to do is after we finish the TD Center, I've said this in the past, but I'll say it again, we're going to work south. We're going to go down and start working on the railway corridor and Union Station. So what we're going to do basically before that is kind of review every build. And so we're going to take about, I don't know how long it'll take, 15, 20 minutes probably, and look at every single build one by one for the people who have kind of joined on this series later and haven't really had a good look at all this stuff. But it's kind of exciting to see how much progress we have done, because it doesn't feel like we're moving very quickly because the city is so big and the city is complex, and really we've only done one full city block. Well, I guess two if you include that, but that's kind of a cheating city block because it's scrunched up and this one's also scrunched up. We've really only done one full city block, but we've done a lot of good progress on a bunch of other ones, and so I'm happy with how this project is progressing. I hope you guys are too, but that's going to be everything for this video. If you did enjoy and you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer and you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a favorite and share the channel with some of your friends. It'd be great to have a few more people hop on to the Anitsycraft server and check out the build, and the build team is always looking for more people. So if you do know anyone who's interested in helping on this project, be sure to put them in contact with me. Just by joining the server, they can let me know that they're interested. So that's everything. Catch you guys Friday with a Rocket League video. Aside from that, my name is Gamefruitpulp. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will catch you guys all later. And I would have just died there if I wasn't in creative. See you later.